Hi everyone, my name is Diego, and I'm pretty excited to present our project in collaboration with Audi Mexico and Tec de Monterrey. Our mission was to design a tool that helps optimize transportation planning by automating volume calculations and improving logistics efficiency. This project represents a joint effort between Audi and obviously Tec de Monterrey. Let's begin with the main objective. We aim to develop an automated volume calculation tool that will support Audi logistics operations. The key goal was to optimize transportation planning, reduce economic losses, and improve operational efficiency by providing more accurate estimations of required truck loads. Okay, Audi today. Before our intervention, Audi relied entirely on DHL to plan logistics. And there were two main types of packaging used. The first one is stackable containers, which are ideal because they allow vertical loading and help maximize truck space. And the second one is a non-stackable container, which need to be separated to avoid damage. Audi uses full-size standard trailers with capacity of around 103 cubic meters per truck. And the diagnosis, well, during our diagnosis, we identified several areas of opportunity. There were inefficiencies in measurements, tooling, and supplier coordination. In terms of people, while there was a good work environment, there was a lack of Excel training and motivation when it came to shipping procedures, nothing less. Audi supply chain overall is pretty effective and well organized, as you may know. Now, the methodology we follow, a structured methodology. First, we cleaned all of the data by removing blanks and correcting valid entries, so our tool can actually work. We identified more than 10 suppliers represent nearly the 69% of the volume, and we also saw that 42% of the packaging types were non-standard, which complicate the logistics a lot. Finally, we mapped the supplier locations. About 70% are national, while other 30% are international. And now the process flow. It starts with the input from the SAP, specifically the week part requirements, name call-offs. We check if the tool is up to date with the latest master database. Then we validate where the required number of parts can fit in the available truck space. And then we translate the demand into volume and truckloads. And we use the filters to adjust and optimize the result. If needed, the tool can also be reset to the original Tec de Monterrey version, just in case. And now we have the automated cubic edge tool. And well, it's built in Excel and transforms the weekly list of parts into logistic units. And this helps us to calculate the number of trucks loads needed, the space utilization per truck per week, obviously the gaps between real and theoretical volume, and inefficiencies such as trucks that are under 60% of fullness. And now we have a little bit of demonstration of the tool. On the left, we can select a specific supplier and data range from the drop-down menus. For example, in this case, we're looking at Gestamp Puebla for the week of June 11th, 2025. In the center of the dashboard, we can see a detailed daily breakdown, the volume transported in cubic meters, the number of trucks used, and the utilization percentage. As we can see for this week, utilization remains consistently high, around 89% to 94%, except for the last day, which hasn't been assigned yet. This tool also helps us highlight if there were multiple days of low utilization, and this helps logistics managers act pretty much quickly. At the top right, we have the general averages. Mostly a weekly average of volume is around 3,242 cubic meters. We use 27 trucks on average and 76% average of utilization rate per truck. Below, we see different bar charts showing trends over time, utilization per day, volume transported in the period, and the number of trucks used in the same time window. This helps us identify performance over time and detect patterns. Finally, the bottom section ranks suppliers by three key metrics: utilization efficiency, total volume delivered, and total trucks used. These rankings allow Audi to identify their most efficient partners and find opportunities to improvement in the supply chain. Now we have the strategic benefits. Well, financially, the tool helps us reduce transport costs and provides an internal benchmark to validate with DHL pricing that Audi doesn't used to have. So now they have like a tool that we can compare it to the ones that DHL has and have like a benchmark. And operationally, it improves planning, reduces loading and unloading times, and increases truck space efficiency. Now we have the estimated savings. Although the exact figures are still being validated, the estimated savings are significant. Fewer trucks, better utilization, and more predictable logistics that translate into reduced cost. And more than 300,000 pesos yearly in transportation of savings. And 6,000 pesos. And now we have the environment part. And well, by avoiding underused trucks and unnecessary shipments, the tool also helps us reduce emissions and supports Audi sustainability goals. It can actually help us reduce 1,500 kilograms of carbon dioxide emissions yearly by using less delivery trucks. And actually, it helps Audi to reach the 9th and the 12th ODS goal for sustainability. Well, that was all. Thank you very much for your attention. We're really, really proud of this tool and the collaboration that made it possible. We are happy to answer any questions that you may have, and thank you for your patience and attention.